Hi dancers! My name is Carly Lenzi. I started dancing at the Deborah Mackay School of Dance when I was 5 years old, year 1997 or 98. I was originally inspired to start dancing mainly because of my older brother Craig. Just growing up, always watching him dance and perform, and really it was at his graduation performance for the National Ballet School of Canada. When he was graduating, they put on a show, and I remember sitting in the audience, and specifically this one number that they danced to the song Love Shack by the B-52s. I'll never forget it. They were just having an amazing time on stage. You could just tell that they had such a great bond. They loved what they were doing. They were having so much fun. That was the one thing that really stuck out to me, and shortly after that, my parents enrolled me into dance classes. I started off with just ballet and tap for a couple years. I was just in those combo classes before then adding jazz to the mix. So those were the subjects that I was really focused on for a long time until about middle school, when we progressed into lyrical and hip hop, as well as pre-point. I took pre-point for a couple years to prepare to go on point, and eventually did get up on point. I want to say my 8th or 9th grade year. So it was always fun at the studio. Grew up with my friends there. We're still friends to this day. And the summer workshops at Debbie's studio really pushed us out of our comfort zone. We got to work with amazing choreographers, learn new styles, different ballet techniques. That's where we were first ever exposed to hip hop or street styles. So always spent my summers at the studio, as well as the other conventions and workshops that Debbie would take us to, such as New York City Dance Alliance and Manhattan Dance Project. It was always a great experience to be around other dancers who were amazing, and you could always look to them and have something to work towards and feel like you had more to train for, to be better. We also went to a competition called Rochester Invitational, and we actually scored fairly highly for being new to the competition scene. So that was another great performing experience that we had together as a group. When I got into high school, I became more immersed in musical theater. So typically I'd be in school from 7:30 to 2:30, and then I'd have rehearsal for the musicals, and right after rehearsal I'd go to dance. So my whole life was always revolved around dancing and music, singing and acting. And around probably 10th or 11th grade is when I realized I wanted to pursue dance as a career. I was torn actually between musical theater and dance, but I knew I had to be in the arts, and I went on auditions for college, different colleges. I think I went on over 11 different college auditions, only ended up making one college, but that's okay. It was all chance to grow, and hey, auditions really are just free dance classes, really, if you look at it that way. So I also went to a summer program called Broadway Theater Project, which was in Tampa, Florida. That was the summer of 2010. It was a 3-week long intensive training program in many different styles of dance, a lot of musical theater style dance, singing and voice lessons, as well as acting classes. So that was another great opportunity for me to meet people from all over the country who were interested in the same things that I was, and just made great friends, really pursued what I loved even more, and continued to get better. I graduated from high school in 2011 from Webster Schrader. I'm glad that I did take some advanced classes that got me college credits. I took some classes at MCC as well during my senior year to kind of stay up to date and just kind of always stay ahead of the game in terms of like college credits, because I knew with a career in dance, school might fall behind. So I was always keeping on the ball with learning and my academics. I ended up moving to New York City when I was 17 years old. It was about a month after graduation. I was taking dance classes at Hunter College. Shortly after that, I transferred into a training program at Broadway Dance Center. Was dancing morning until night, learned many new styles, was exposed to jazz funk and contemporary, and that's really where kind of my journey took off, was in New York. Once that chapter kind of came to a close, I did a lot more traveling, still auditioning, Alvin Ailey auditions, Disney Cruise Lines, NBA, NFL, dance companies. I went on all different sorts of auditions just to kind of expose myself to what's out there and get more experience. So I ended up traveling to California. I traveled to France for a summer, all around New York, and then eventually was on YouTube one day watching dance videos and came across Edge Performing Arts Center. And I was just amazed by this jazz funk routine. And I just thought the dancers looked so cool. They were dressed so funky. Their style was awesome. The choreography was flawless. They were strong. And I just became obsessed with this video. And I was like, I need to dance there. I need to go to Edge. So I wasn't committed to a college anymore. It's kind of just freelancing at the time. So I ended up packing my bags, booking a one-way ticket, and moved to LA. So I studied and trained professionally at Edge Performing Arts Center, worked at the front desk there, and was really just immersed in healthy lifestyle, just dancing every day, yoga, always stretching, biking everywhere, eating really healthy, going to the gym, really focused and staying very disciplined with my craft, which is what you have to be. You have to be able to say no to your friends sometimes, and really just keep your eye on the ball, especially when it comes to dance. After my time in LA, I moved to Las Vegas, which is where I'm currently at now. I ended up, just by chance, moving into an apartment that was right next to the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, aka UNLV. So I will be graduating in December with my bachelor degree in kinesiology, which is a relatively new field of study. It's the study of human body movement, but it incorporates a lot of fields such as sports psychology, biomechanics, anatomy and physiology, motor control and learning. And for me, with everything that I learn in these science-y type classes, my brain automatically relates it to dance. So that's kind of my goal, and that's kind of what I'm working towards right now, is incorporating these new ideas and this innovative knowledge that I have now from kinesiology, and incorporating that into my passion, love, and all my prior training and education in dance. So I cannot wait to continue my journey. Cannot wait to see what more with dance I can do and pursue. And I know whatever it is, it will be meaningful, and hope to just keep inspiring people and keeping just the love of dance alive. So if you want to pursue dance or are thinking about it, if you just really love dance and you don't want to stop, I say don't stop. I say do not let anyone or anything get you down. Always stay true to yourself, and don't let a negative body image or what someone else says about you or your dancing ever diminish your roots and the great training that you have, because we all know that at Debbie's it is solid training, and it was the foundation of my whole career thus far, and I'm so grateful for everything that I learned there, and you guys should be too. So hope you have a great rest of your summer, and hope to see you soon. Bye.